Okay guys, this is the beginning of day 2. It is probably about a little after 10, and this almost noon. Oh yeah, I was down there doing something else. Brandon's got all this cut apart, both sides, and we're ready to slide this out so you can see how it's done. So hang on, we're going to set this up so you can see how it slides out. Okay, where's your hammer at? Grab the other one. We have to go from each side easy.
I mean, even it up,
Slide down up. Mine's out. Okay, hopefully you got that. You see how it goes together. That's a nice tight fit, so pretty happy with that. The alignment should be a breeze. There's the front end off. So now we're going to take this out of the way. We'll take that out of the way. We're going to bring back the 2013 donor that we took the cab off for the F450 with 6,000 miles. We're going to bring that frame back in, do the same thing. Set it up on jack stands, get the front suspension out, and do exactly what we did here. And then once we have that out, we'll do the same thing. We'll reassemble. You'll get it. So we're going to get set up to do that, and we're going to eat lunch. Okay, so now this is the frame from the cab that we used on the 2013 F450 with the 6,000 miles. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take all the front suspension out, and we don't want the straight axle because the F550 is four-wheel drive. So straight axle come out, all that stuff come out. We'll clean this all up, get it all painted up nice like it should be, because it's been sitting. That's why you see some surface rust on this stuff. But we're going to use everything we can from the original 550 so everything is right. And this is what I'm talking about a parts vehicle, because ours had, this brake line was cut, and because the steering came back and it hit a post and was pushed in on the cross member. So we need this. There's I can't even think. Oh, the sway bar was bent, so we need that one. This stabilizer links are pretty expensive because they're ball joint at each end. We need those. We're going to use this track bar because ours is bent. We need this drag link here. I just ran my fingers through that bird crap. That was nice. We need this. So there's some incidentals here that we need. So that's why I like to get a parts vehicle. And we need this also because ours, that mount was all bad and this was all crushed. So we're going to get on it. The goal for today is to have this one apart and sitting back in the other one and bolted in place, ready to weld, if not welding today. If we're going to weld today, I'll probably have to make room in the shop to pull it in so we can not have the wind blow the gas off the weld. So that's where we're at. So we're going to get at it. It's about lunchtime now, so we're going to stop and get something to eat, and we'll come back at it. down. Make sure we get on the Okay, so the two-wheel drive front axle and a 450 and 550, they still use a straight axle. The knuckles are actually still set up for four-wheel drive, just the tube isn't. So everything else is the same. The ride height of the coil springs, you know, depending on which engine you have. This was a V10, so we won't use these coil springs because they'll be too weak for that 6.7 diesel. But anyway, so that's out. Now it's back on to cutting these out. And you know, we've had guys, we've been talking about using a plasma cutter, and I haven't made a decision on which one I'm going to buy yet, but let me tell you one of the things that I like about a die grinder or cutting wheel is you get really, really close and you don't lose much material at all. And we got kind of an alignment set up here that is going to be kind of critical. So it's not that we couldn't use a plasma cutter on this, but I definitely prefer a cutting wheel because I know exactly how much material we're taking out. So, all right, we're going to get cutting this out. Okay guys, we're about at the end of day 2 here. The front suspension's out and the good front end is cut out and ready to go. So now we're going to set this down, set it down here. We're going to hook to that frame. This is the old frame we don't want, so we're going to take that, get it out of here, get the other one back in, get it all set up and ready to go, and start cleaning up all the metal. So you can see this is the old one, and this is where I cut all the rivets out, but I thought I was cleaning up, getting ready to go, but I forgot this is the frame we don't want, so we'll have to get cleaned up on this frame. So that's where we're at, and we're going to call that. We'll get all this set up and get ready to go, and we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have the front of the frame back in, bolted in place, everything lined up, checked, measured, and then we're going to weld it. So hopefully by the end of today, tomorrow, I would like to have the frame back in, the engine, transmission, transfer case sitting in place, and the good, well, we won't put the front axle in until I have a chance to pressure wash it and get it all cleaned up and painted, so it'll be all nice again. So if we can get this back together, engine, transmission, transfer case bolted back in, that'll be pretty good. If we get time to get the front axle in there, I don't think I'm going to. I'll probably pressure wash that over the weekend, get it painted up so it can have time to dry, because that's going to take a little while to clean up because it's been sitting around a while. So that's it for now. So we'll catch you on the next one.